Well, good morning from the garden, and what a lovely morning it is. I hope that you're not in too much pain, that if you are, that you'll soon be relieved of that pain. And where does that relief come from? Well, of course, in my understanding as a spiritualist, we get that help from the heavenly realms, from loved ones in spirit. And this can be any loved ones you like, relatives or friends, people even that you don't know who know you. Now that's a frightener, isn't it? You know, sometimes we say, well, you know, you're never too far away from God, and he is watching you, so we have to be as good as we can. I was really sad this morning, and I was thinking about everybody else who is sad, and I was especially sad because I was thinking about my eldest son that I lost in February this year. And you know, there's this sort of yawning chasm where his physical presence occupied for me, and it's very hard, isn't it, for those of us who have lost children at any age, to rid ourselves of those images of nurturing them for 9 months within, giving birth to them and setting eyes on them, or being with them for the first time, those of us who are able to see, and to have whatever time we have had with them, and then to have it stopped, ended. And all these things I was thinking about when I woke up this morning, because last night I was told that my eldest daughter had received a text from the wife of her father, worked that one out, to say that he'd been cremated at 8 o'clock last night. There was no funeral when she was preparing. Her and my other granddaughter Michelle were preparing to go to a funeral, but no, and she got a text message, so she rang me, of course, and we spoke, and I was saddened by that for her and everybody, but it led to a sort of chain of thought. And I thought about how sad I was about that, because he had been my best friend, my best skating mate actually, all those donkey's years ago, before we got entangled and Helen was produced. But I was feeling so sad and thinking about Simon, and then I got up, as we do if we're able, and I went and sat down at my desk and table in the living room, and thought, I know what, I'll watch a bit of telly, take my mind off it. And when the cartoon finished that I've been watching, very deep, Top Cat, the movie, I went over to the computer and sat there and did a couple of emails and so on. I thought, I know, I'll go back to the desk and do a bit of writing. So I've come back to my desk, and on it, where there hadn't been before, was this book, which is Doris Stokes. And of course, I do have all her books. I got them at the auction I was told to go to. That's another story, by her many moons ago. And Doris Stokes herself was a great medium. She passed in 1987. And I was so shocked to see this book, because I hadn't had it out. I didn't even know where it was if somebody had asked me, but there it was. And I thought, oh, Simon, and the little voice in my head said, it's the one that's signed. I thought, I wonder. I'm always disbelieving, so I sort of peeped, and there it is. With love, from Doris Stokes. So I carefully thought to myself, oh, I wonder what I'm supposed to read in it. So I opened it, you know, as we do. And where I opened it, it was talking about losing children. And so uplifting. And it was talking about how how she and of course, you know, she talked about her life to Linda Dearsley, who was actually the writer, a friend of mine now, I'm happy to say. And of course, Linda included me in her new book, you know, Voices Everywhere, the Mysterious Doris Stokes Effect, I think it was called. And I was reading what Doris had to say about children who had passed a spirit, and how she'd helped many parents and people to get over that feeling, that awful feeling of despair, that they've gone nowhere, that they're nowhere, they're finished. And of course, what we know is that they're not. And there I was, having that confirmed to me by good old Doris, Gibb-de. People from my development classes will know what that means. And reading all about it. But then it went on, and she talked about, and something I hadn't remembered or remembered reading, that she went to Basildon Hospital because she endowed a machine there for neonatal purposes, a heart monitor for babies who are still in your womb, and it was in fact Simon who brought me to Basildon Hospital, because he rang me one day, as sons do, and he said, "Mum, Karen's had the baby, can you come?" And where was it? Basildon Hospital. So of course I jumped in a motor, off I went, and I met Simon in the grounds of Basildon Hospital, and he took me through to the maternity ward, and then we went to the baby unit. So everything that Doris was talking about in her book that suddenly appeared. And Simon said to me, there you are, you see, he came through and said to me, yes, I put it there, Mum. And I said, well, how did you do that? So he went, he was always very mysterious. Hello, Ruthie. It's all right, you can walk past.
Sorry.
And my youngest girl has just come back. Good morning. Yeah, good. Right, off she goes. And there's never a dull moment, is there, with me? And then, would you believe, I went into the kitchen. I thought to myself, I'll have a cup of tea, because you need to steady your nerves after all this activity and so on, and upliftment. And when I came back in, I kid thee not, this, can you see this? Am I showing that all right? This was on top of the book, just underneath Doris's picture, like so. And I was so taken aback. I can't tell you. I'm sharing this with you. It's so important to know that not only are our loved ones still continuing in life, on the other side of life, in those other spirit dimensions, but they can actually maneuver our physical, material substance into providing us with this wonderful, wonderful proof, of which I was delivered this morning, and I wanted to tell you about, because it is so important to know that our loved ones are still with us, able to communicate with us, if we would only open our minds to that. So here we are, we have Doris Stokes' book I was given, the crystal ball that appeared on top, after I'd said to him, how did you do that? And he went very mysterious on me and sort of said to me, you know, that's my secret. And then he showed me him taking it from it looked like a box or a bookcase or something, and how it sort of shifted. You know those sort of spooky movies like Bride Spirit, where you see things moving of their own accord? That's exactly what he did. And it just so uplifted me, and I thought I must tell you, because it actually affirms for you that all those that you've loved, especially if you lost children, are still alive in the real sense of the word, in those spirit dimensions, in the heavenly realms, and they are able to communicate back with us in whatever way, as long as we keep our mind open to that possibility. I mean, my mind wasn't opened at all, and you know, I mean, I was just minding my own business, basically, feeling sorry for myself and sad, when suddenly there we are, Doris Stokes's book Voices of Love appeared on my desk, and then soon afterwards, after I thought, oh, I'll celebrate with a cup of tea, I walked in and saw the crystal ball. I thought, this is madness. You know, that is just so wonderful. There we are. So I hope that you've enjoyed the little chat this morning. I've seen that that you've been commenting and stuff like that, but unfortunately, because I'm out here in the light, and it's against the phone, you know, itself, I couldn't actually read it, and also because I have not got my reading glasses on, which is another, you know, another blessing of old age. You get reading glasses, and so I put some on, and then I can see what you're saying. Ah, oh wow, oh Roy, hello Roy and Gunbrit and Suzanne, Annelie, Suzanne, Denise, good morning to you. Rune, Harold, Julie Hilton, hello, Robert. Wow, thanks for looking in and joining me. Chelsea, bless you Chelsea. And you know, our prayers go out for Chelsea's son Bailey, who is recovering from this wonderful operation that they did to help him walk. And all our prayers are with you, Chelsea. And Mary, my lovely Mary. And Mary Gledhill is the wife, I hope you don't mind me saying, of Brian Gledhill, the minister, who took my Auntie Esther's funeral, would you believe, a few years ago, up in Scarborough they are. Yeah, so, you know, I just hope that I haven't cut you off now, because I fiddled with the screen to see who was with me this morning. And of course it also went peculiar, but I do hope that you'll have a good day today. I hope that it's cheered anyone who was feeling disconsolate at the loss of a loved one this morning, or at any time really. And of course these live videos do remaineth, so anybody will be able to watch at any time. And what I do, I upload any videos that are made onto my YouTube channel, which is Lyn Gibb-de if you want to look. I've got loads and loads of videos on there about spiritual things, spiritualist things, and also of course about skating and other stuff. So I'll end with a message for us. Knowing that all our loved ones are with us and gathered round this morning. You know, we all are little lights, and when we do spiritual work for spirit, that little light glows brighter. And I wanted to show you also this this photograph that I was drawn to as well, which was actually happened to be out on the side. I don't know who put it there, but this is a favourite of mine. It's not terribly wonderful, but it's me at I think I was having my 45th birthday party or something, and there's Simon, and I'm looking round at Simon, and he's there enjoying some watermelon, which he loved that, and there I am looking round at him, and at my mother's, by the way, and yeah, so there we are. I'll find you a message now. So here's the little spiritualist hymn book, and of course we have got a hymn book, the New Spiritualist Society UK. I changed it from New Christian Spiritualist Society because I didn't want to be exclusive and make people who were not Christians feel that they couldn't join in with us. But I'm opening it up, and here we are. This is our message after my little talk this morning to close. It is a truth sublime and sure that ever around our head are hovering on noiseless wing the spirits of the dead. It is a knowledge wonderful when ended life's career, that it will be our ministry to watch over others here, to bid the mourners cease to weep, the guilty be forgiven, to bear away from ills of clay the deathless soul to heaven. And that was written by J.H. Perkins. God bless you, God bless our loved ones in spirit. And look, there it was. That was it. So you can always stop it, can't you, and actually read the words for yourself. So I say God bless you. Have a really good Friday. Have a good weekend. Whatever your Sabbath is, today, tomorrow or the next day. Have a good Sabbath. And remember that God created the world in 7 days but took us in 6 days, and on the 7th day he rested, and we should all take a rest, all have a break. It's good for us. So God bless you all, and and God bless my daughter Ruthie, who's just wandering up. She'll be back in a minute, she told us. And God bless you all.